Hi everybody, it's Dagon Hills here. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope you enjoy this next video. So without further ado, let's get hot in the kitchen. Right everybody, here we are, back in the kitchen once again. Let's see about turning up that temperature. So tonight, we're going to make a decadent, rich, beautiful quiche. Now, I don't eat these all the time, and you can't really eat the whole thing or you'll go into a coma. I like to make them and then have them over the next few days for a lunch or even another dinner. Have it with a nice salad. But let's see, we got a beautiful, I don't know if you've ever had these shallots. They're just like super sweet and beautiful onion, but they're really kind of fancy. Then we have some, everything's organic here except the bacon. I can't say if that is, I don't think it is. But we have organic spinach, chopped, blanched and chopped, organic heavy cream, some Swiss cheese, these beautiful, oh they're gorgeous, these eggs. They're jumbo brown, organic, and put a little nutmeg, salt and pepper. And we're going to do a crust and everything. So I'll see you soon. I think first step will be get that bacon going. So see you in a minute. All right, now it's coming along. I don't like to cook it at too hot of a temperature because it gets kind of fried up too hard. I try to take it slow. Usually when I cook with onions, if it's going to be bacon, I'll put the onions right in with the bacon and let them cook in there. But since we're using those beautiful shallots, I want to do those separately, maybe in just a little tiny bit of butter, just a little bit just to get them going, because we're going to add them. I think it might help keep their flavor. They're very delicate and beautiful. I don't know if you consider an onion beautiful, but in my world, they're very nice. So be right back. Okay, this is just about ready. It's got to go just a little bit more. And then I'm going to drain it and put it on a couple paper towels to kind of get all the grease I can out of there. I know it's decadent, but I don't want to, just throw all the grease in there and everything. So I'll be back in a minute, but it's looking good, huh? That could almost be the meal by itself, but wow. Okay, now I got the shallots cut up, and we got them going here. Put just a little bit of butter. I'm just going to saute them a little bit, get them nice. I didn't want to add them to the bacon, so I thought it might kind of ruin their delicate flavor. Their shallots are really good in shrimp scampi. If you've ever had them in there, boy, it really just makes that dish wonderful. So we'll saute these a little bit. Okay, now you want these to go until they start to get translucent. You don't want to cook them too long like an onion. You see they're already starting. Oh, they smell wonderful. I just want to do a little bit. Then we're going to take them off the heat, set them aside, and I think next step will be the egg mixture. Though I might do the crust, but we'll see. So we have our shallots. They're beautiful. The organic spinach that's blanched and chopped up. I put about one big shallot, but it's like 1.5. Just maybe half a cup, maybe a little more of spinach. That's 8 ounces. I chopped up the Swiss into little misshaped pieces. And then there's that bacon. So these are going to go into the egg mixture, which we're going to do right now. Okay, we're back, and now we got these beautiful jumbo brown organic eggs. They're just gorgeous. And the chickens are treated like little queens, and we got these beautiful eggs. I like to break eggs on a flat surface. Some people break them on the edge, but I learned from Jacques Pepin that you could get bacteria in there. I don't think it matters. After years of eating eggs, I never got sick like that. Let's do it. See how many shells we can leave out. Luckily there's editing, so if I screw up too bad, we can go back and do it again. It's funny, when you want an egg to break, it's hard. Then when you don't, it breaks so easily. But, so we're doing 6 of these. Excuse the hand. We got a couple little specks in there. I'm going to clean it up. So I'll be right back. Okay, well, I have a cup of heavy organic whipping cream, or heavy cream, and a half a cup of organic whole milk. So we're going to add this in to the mixture, or the eggs. Actually, it's not really a mixture yet. Like I'm saying, this is really decadent and rich and yummy, but once in a while, I think we'll be okay. Okay, we're going to add, it's just a teaspoon of salt and a half a teaspoon of pepper. Put it in there. And then it takes, they say put 1/8 of a teaspoon of nutmeg. I have this cool, it's like a little grinder built in. So I'll just give it a couple grinds. Just want a pinch. That should be about right. Don't want to go too crazy. Well, we could go crazy, but maybe another video. So I usually have a whisk, but I can't seem to locate it. It's kind of small anyway. So I'm going to beat this all up. I'm going to beat those eggs. So I'll be back. Okay, this is looking pretty good. And I think it's just about time to do our pie crust. So we'll set this aside. I set it in the fridge just with some saran wrap to keep it cool, but it's not going to be that long, so you're not in too much danger. Alright, I have this beautiful deep dish. It's really thick. Beautiful deep dish pie dish. And so we're going to get this baby lined up. Okay, everybody, I'm back. And for full disclosure, I use a pre-made puff pastry sheet for this. I can make puff pastry, but this is so easy and it turns out just as good. I don't really want to bother with that. You have to mix the flour and the salt and the water and butter, and it gets kind of messy. And these are just as good. I also use these for salmon en croûte, which I'm going to be making at a later date. That's really a showstopper, as they say. So now we want to layer this with the bacon. I just kind of, most of my cooking is just like throw it on in. It's not really, you know, okay, gently place the, it's just chuck it in. It's usually I'm busy and I'm hungry and I don't want to spend all day. It's looking good. So I think next we'll put that organic spinach. That's almost a pound of bacon. A few pieces seem to suddenly disappear. I don't know where they went. There must be a little gnome or something around here. Actually a big gnome, but again, another video. But so we're going to layer this in and use all that beautiful spinach. Seems like a lot sometimes, like with spinach, like on pizza, if you put the whole leaf, you think, wow, that's a lot. But then when it cooks, it's like, hey, where's the spinach? It just kind of deteriorates. Sorry. A little giddy. So now those beautiful shallots, oh, they're gorgeous. They're almost a little purple. They're just beautiful. When you cut them open, they look like a clove of garlic. They're really special. Oh, I love them. They're good in everything, but they're a little bit, you don't find them at a lot of places. That's looking good. So now we want to put almost all of the cheese, but we want to save a little bit. So sprinkle in this beautiful organic Swiss. Oh, it's just lovely. I was looking at the cheeses, and some it's just like, you know, what does it come with jewelry? It's like $32 a pound. It's like, for cheese? Like, what does it come in a gold container? So I'm going to put that. So now it's time for that beautiful egg mixture. Okay, I'm back. So we're going to pour this baby in. Lovingly pour it into the pastry shell. I just chuck it in. Just go. Got a little bit of yolk there. That whisk would have come in handy. Looks like we're just making it. So what I do, if there's something like that, I take... Hold on, the dishwasher is working. Get to work. He's underpaid too. Okay, well, I've smoothed it out and kind of mixed some of that yolk that was kind of in there, but it all blends in. So now it's time for that final little bit of cheese. If it'll fit. I think it will. I usually, when I bake these, I'll put some tin foil underneath in the oven just in case they overflow, but usually they don't. Should puff up, but shouldn't overflow. So this is kind of the way I do it, I think it's kind of a rustic dish, though my family never made quiche. A lot of foods I learned when I was older. We had more of a basic diet, nothing too fancy. So let's see. I think it's time for the oven. Alright, so I preheated the oven to 350 before I started the crust to put it in the pan. So it's going to go for 45 minutes at 350. And then we're going to see what we got. And hopefully it's something good. Hopefully it should be with all those great ingredients. As I cook, one of my habits is I try to clean as I go. So then when I'm done, I don't have a big cleanup. But it's also that dishwasher. I told you, stop. This is your last warning. Sorry about that. It's hard to get good help. So next up, it's going to be in the oven. All right, well, here it is, ready to go in the oven. It's at 350. It's going to go for 45 minutes. Some people... Okay, well, it's ready to go in. Look at that. It looks good. Already, it's going to look even better. So let's put that baby in there. See you in 45 minutes. Here's that pot holder. It's a pretty cool pot holder. The lady was so nice to make it for me. It has like little prices, I guess, from the olden days. Because, you know, 33 cents, you can't buy anything. I thought it was pretty nice of her. Okay, it's showtime. Let's see what we got. Oh, this is going to be good. Let me get that baby out. Can you see it? Oh, wow. Oh, that's nice. Let's... Okay, look at this. Wow. It looks really awesome. It's like molten. You can see where it's starting to kind of crack there. And the cheese is like oozing out. Look at it. Molten cheese. I'm probably torturing you all. But you can always, if you have a family, you feed the whole family. Last time I took it to a friend at work, he's a chef. I wouldn't even call him a cook. He's awesome. And I always try to bring him things to impress him. And then he sends me what he made for dinner, and then I want to throw mine away. But he's a wonderful guy. He makes a special mussel sauce, and I love it. Drizzle it on the mussels and put a little scallion. Oh, wow, heaven. We're going to let this baby, this beautiful creation, do like the moon as we approach the craters. We're going to let it rest for about a half hour before I try to cut it. May be hard as a rock like Ellie Mae made it, but it may be good. I have a feeling it's going to be okay, huh? Try to do. Sorry. Pretty bad. But I'll be back in a little bit, and we're going to take a look, and I'm going to take a taste. That's where this video gets kind of a downer, because you go, man, all this, you get to eat it, we get nothing. I wish you all could join me. I really do. Food is meant to be shared. created for your family, to feed them, to nourish them, show them how much you love them. I've been to families where if you refuse something, oh man, you may as well have, slept with the aunt or something. If I wasn't old, I'd say probably the daughter, but it's kind of creepy right now. But anyway, I'll be back and we're going to cut this and we're going to see what we got. Wow, this is, I'm letting it rest and I keep looking at it and it's like, oh wow. It's kind of sunk in a little and firming up. Looks like it's going to just be awesome. I thought I'd torture you a little more. I'm being tortured myself. Look at this cute little thing. It's for spoons. I love cats. You can probably tell from my videos. And my first cat was Mephisto. He was a black cat. He was the best cat ever. He was just so awesome. He's in my heart forever. I love that cat. But I love black cats. Ziggy, he jumped out of the cage at us, so we had to take him. How do you say no to a cat that jumps out of a cage? He said, "You're taking me. I'm not hanging out here anymore." Okay, well, here we are at the moment of truth. You're going to find out if it was worth wasting your time watching this. But here we go. I have a special little knife because with that deep dish pan, you can't really cut it. So you're supposed to use like it's Teflon or something. Be like a prison weapon or something. But let's give this a try and see what happens. Oh, wow. Yeah. Turn it so gently, firmly. Yeah, that way with this knife you're not supposed to cut into that non-stick on that beautiful pan. I always wanted a deep dish one, so when I'd make pies, I'd always have these little thin pies. So hold on, let me get my little utensil. Well, here we are, my darlings. It's time for the dramatic slice reveal. Let's see what it looks like. May as well order it out again. Come on. Ooh, looking pretty good. Look at that. I'm going to put it on the plate. Bring it over for you. Well, let me show you this first. Sorry, sleight of hand. So what a tease. Yeah, look at that. It's beautiful. You can just smell, it's just, oh, it smells so good. My mouth even started watering. But, that's not really much of a shocker, is it? So, here we go. Look at that. Virtual piece for you. For putting up with my crazy long video. Look at that bacon. I usually put mushrooms in too, but I thought I'd keep this one a little more simple. Okay, there we go. That's the final product. It's really, it's a little bit of work, not really that much. And it's really good. It's really rich though, and you can't really have it every night. And for a special occasion, or if the family, you have a large family maybe, or even, like I said, you can, give some away, eat some for lunch, kind of spread it out. The salad's really interesting. It's a kale. It has, everything. Let me read. The last one was really crazy. This one isn't quite as bad. It has broccoli, green cabbage, kale, Brussels sprouts, radicchio, cranberries, which I didn't put on, and then pepitas, which are those little seeds. But the last one had chicory, and I go, chicory? What the heck is chicory? I thought it was something they used to put in coffee to make it less bitter or something. And I figured, well, if you don't know what the things are in the salad, is probably pretty good for you. If you knew what they were, it's like, oh no, that's no good. Well, here you go. I hope you enjoyed this. But it was a lot of fun to do, and I appreciate you all for watching and all the beautiful comments. They mean so much to me. They really do. I know people say that it's kind of a cliche, but just know that they mean a lot to me. So thanks a lot for watching. It's supper time.